Okay, it's working again. Alright, sorry. I appear to have had some internet difficulties. Today, well, first, before we get into anything involving decks, I'm Aaron. Tonight we'll be playing Blue-White Omnitell, but before we get into that, remember, you can find me at Almost Omniscient. You can catch up with other people streaming this week, which is all Legacy all the time. We've got a schedule up here. You can find our old videos on YouTube or on Twitch replays. You can follow us if you're such a sweetheart, and you could even subscribe or donate, which I would appreciate. And you can just share, follow our content on YouTube. Good stuff. Anyway, so today we will be playing Blue-White Omnitell. Now this is different from normal Omnitell in that it runs white for Teferi, and out of the board, Swords, Plowshares, Disenchant, and Monastery Mentor. Now why would you want to run those? Well, Disenchant is an answer to a lot of different problematic cards, such as Trinisphere, Chalice of the Void. Teferi protects her combo in the just any game because her opponents can't use counterspells, which means that our Delver matchup, which previously could be kind of sketchy, is much better. Also, we have Swords, Plowshares, as well as Monastery Mentors out of the board. Plowshares gives us a clean answer to Thalia, and Monastery Mentor is a card that is very useful when our opponents think we don't have any small threats. Well, guess what? We do. Now, with that being said, we're on Cunning Wishes because we have a lot of instants in our sideboard, which means we can tutor up whatever one we want. Okay, I'm going to pull up a card for you because it is a pain in the butt. Release the Ants. Deals 1 damage to any target. Clash with an opponent. Each clashing player reveals the top card of the library and then puts that card on the top or the bottom. A player wins if that card has higher CMC. So, wait a second. Where's our Enter the Infinite so that we can clash? Huh. It appears that someone forgot to include Enter the Infinite, which draws us all but one card from our deck, and then we put, or draws us all the cards from our deck, and then we put one on top. Now what you're supposed to do is have an Omniscience in play, tutor out Enter the Infinite with Cunning Wish, cast Enter the Infinite, draw your deck, put an Emrakul on top, and then cast Release the Ants off of another Cunning Wish. It appears we can't do that. So, in order to use the Release the Ants, or Release the Ants Omniscience combo, we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. With Brainstorms? Yep, with Brainstorms. A little more awkward. Now, that being said, we still have a lot of ways of dealing with things, and we are favored against a lot of control decks, which is good. Less than favored against some strategies that may be pretty popular on MTGO, such as, well, we'll just pull it up. This and this. That's only 13% of the field. That's really bad. I mean, Death and Taxes. So the reason why Death and Taxes is really bad, this card. They play this card, and suddenly our deck full of Narset hits, 38 to be exact, is much, much harder to make use of. That can be a problem, sometimes, I guess. One might argue. Hopefully, not Death and Taxes round one. A friend and I built this deck, and what we came to the conclusion is that the red was so helpful we wanted it anyway. This is a fine and dandy hand because we are not going to be winning particularly fast. Turn that up a little bit. Oh boy. Well, here we might be playing against Delver. That's not good. That's really bad, actually. Because Delver has dazes, it's got all these different plays that just make our lives a headache. So, assuming they are on Delver, I'm going to pass, because Delver a lot of the time is on some discard, like Inquisition or Thoughtseize, and I want to be able to protect this show and tell. I don't want to have to use a force to do so. Here is a place where I'm going to use an end-step Brainstorm, hoping to get... So we're not... What we're looking for is just ways to use this intuition without being particularly scared of what happens. Huh. So that's 2 forces, 2 lands. So... I'm going to use a preordain here. This deck can be... Okay, we don't want that. We want the brainstorm. We want the Flooded Strand to be able to brainstorm with, because that means we can put back some cards that are less than, great. The extra brainstorm, while nice, doesn't get us closer towards our combo. Ooh. Yes, please. So here we can run out a Teferi. Because they are definitely on Grixis control. The reason I know that they are on Grixis control and not Delver is because of the inclusion of Badlands and Basic Island. Normally, when a Grixis Delver list is on either of those, they're almost always mutually exclusive. The only exception to this was really during Deathrite Shaman format. And during Deathrite Shaman format, you had a bit better mana, one might argue. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just... But now that I have... So they aren't on any hard counters other than force. So if this resolves, we're in a very good spot. And we can uptick... I can pitch this Spell Pierce, actually, because if the Teferi resolves, we're not really going to have a whole ton we need to counter. A good matchup for once. So I'm leaving the Emrakul on top because I would rather, not. So those are going to go on the bottom. I think here I would actually want this Emrakul. we'll get those shuffled back in. With Teferi, this suddenly is much more winnable because, like, this intuition is way better. I'm not scared of, like, Strix or anything. This is a very... Oh, yeet indeed, my dude. Let's go. Esket. Spaghetti. Baguette? Oh, and we're gonna do some talking. We're gonna... What are you casting? Huh. So I'm not scared of that resolving. But I may want... to use this intuition and dig for... So the ridiculous part about... are we just on the one? Oh, well, we can... It doesn't matter. We can end up getting some Emrakul's. So I'm going to want... Show, show, and show. You can pick which of those you would like me to have. Okay, so this is really good. We are able to show and tell in this omniscience. And if we do, we're pretty much set. Like, there's not too much control can do against an omniscience that's in play. Game 1, at least. So what they might have to do is try killing this Teferi. Nice. Tormods, that was high quality. High quality. Okay. On to the important things. Let's discuss it. Force of negation. I'm so pumped. Not for modern. Modern, it slots into blue decks I play decently. That's nice, whatever. It helps with Tron. Legacy. Legacy, there are going to be a lot of decks that are going to want that card, which is kind of strange. Hopefully no hymn to Turok. It's the hymn. Gross. Oh. Well, that's cool. Why did I do that? That was stupid. I don't want to even use this show and tell this turn then. I'd much rather they think that I have to keep the Teferi alive. They're probably going to bolt the Teferi. Wow, much skill. Gross. This version, I'm going to assume, is probably quite good based on the fact that suddenly the deck has... Oh, do I want mentors? So I know that the list has seen a pretty good amount of success because of the fact that you have access to this card, which is really good in your worst matchups. Well, some of your worst matchups. Delver mostly. Delver is kind of a nightmare because if they have days, they have all these different things, and so out of side you have to run this crap, and you're not exactly thrilled to have it. I'm not looking for turbo fast plays against Grixis control. I think I'm going to want one Pierce main, one Fluster board. Now the question is, I don't think I want these... Actually, I do think I want these mentors here. I don't necessarily know what I want to cut. I think I want to cut a show, the impulse. Well, okay, so I'm going second. They're going to have a lot of discard. I'm not likely to just auto combo, so I can keep 3 of each combo piece in to Intuition 4. Cunning Wish is much worse than it otherwise would be. Actually, I want Spell Pierce and Flusterstorm. I'm going to cut 1 of each of the combo pieces. I'm just going to have a bunch of 3-ofs to make this Intuition better, as well as retaining sort of the core of big dumb plays. I can keep this. Another really nice thing is that, well, I should have left the last Force in and not brought in all 3 mentors. So, playing with Wishes, Dream Halls I know is worse than just having access to Teferi and Narset, because Narset is already enough of the advantage. Dream Halls we want in a format that's very rushdown, and right now we don't have particularly a rushy format. A lot of Dream Halls you wanted when you had like Dig Through Time, just these massive card advantage spells that sort of did everything, you know, because that's what you want. But without those, suddenly you're like playing a Dream Halls against what? Grixis control? It's much easier and safer to try locking them out than doing anything nutty. So hopefully we see it. Undo. Damn it, I can't undo that. Nope. So we have a bit of protection for our plays in case they Hymn to Turok. I'm gonna put away the show and the mentor. If they want a surgical omniscience, that's fine, because it's still. Or we could just not care. Here I was expecting to have to, leverage skill. Boy, was I an idiot. What? Why does it say Jund? Oh, you're right. Big Narset? The big Narset? I don't... Oh. That's tempting. That's really potentially cool. Unless we're talking about Mini Narset. Mini Narset... Oh, new Narset is already in the deck. Okay, so one of my locals, Mike Antrim, is actually on the, You have 4 in hand. If I force this, pitching... I should have tossed back the Monastery Mentor, but... If I force this, pitching the Brainstorm... I think... They're on new Ashiok, eh? Yeah, it would be cool with, like, the Halls version. I don't think it would be super great, but it'd be really cool. So we're going to get Thoughtseize here, likely off of the Show and Tell. Okay. So I'm going to use this Mentor here to leverage instead, because this card will end the game. This card will end the game on its own. I don't... That's the beauty of Monastery Mentor, is that the card is really screwed up. Like, the card is one of the most screwed up ones that has been printed in a very long time. I need this. So what's going to happen is we are more than likely just kind of going to have this Show and Tell for a while. So we have out of their board. Oh god, that's funny. If we had a red source, we would totes do that. But what I think we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to grab. Well, it depends on whether or not they like do any sort of Snapcaster plays. I think we're gonna have to get that Impulse. Is the deck list up there? It is. Deck is very, very cool. It is definitely one of the more fun lists I've played in a while. What are you doing? Yes. We will grab this impulse. I mean, what they have available to make plays with is kind of lame right now. Deck is very fun. Very glad this isn't the full text of Leovold. That would stink. So I think we're just going to concede this one because definitely should have played that differently. So we want all of the forces. I don't think we want Mentor going second. We want all of our show and tells. We just... this one doesn't feel like the best matchup in the world, but it definitely feels winnable. I definitely now want a Flusterstorm in my board, because boy, does having access to Wish counter magic feel, you know, important. Still don't know if I want quite as many Omnisciences. I think I do. This is the most important card here. Is the intuition as relevant? Huh. Troubling. So we have one Flusterstorm and four. I think we're going to play it like this. Gross. Alright, well, that was truly abysmal. That was like the actual worst case. So the reason I'm not totally sold on Intuition here is because I would much rather have, you know, 3 copies of Intuition that is Cunning Wish. Which may be incorrect, but because of how much impact it can potentially have in the matchup, I don't know. Yeah. Not the first 2 hands having basic planes was just ugly. And I know I'm not playing the deck correctly, but also, or optimally at least, but I also know that holy cow was that bad. Like, how often do you go, alright, my 1 in 60 double openers? He's probably thinking about whether or not he wants to force this. If I were him, I probably wouldn't, but that's okay if he does. Okay, he's digging for the force. He needs to stop the mentor, it appears. Narset? Narset would stink. Well. Do we wait a turn for this? Do we wait? Because I kind of feel like we almost want to jam this. Because if it works, I think we're in a really good spot. But also, yeah, I didn't think so. Like, it's always tempting to. Literally always. If only our opener had had, you know, a force of will in it, we could have shown and told in the Emrakul. Is this going to be like a Liliana the Veil? Nate. Nate. I was counting on you. You, the audience. It's okay. It'll be fine. It is... Okay. Yeah, cool. Okay. Well, we have the force for a surgical. Okay. Give me another show and tell. Or Teferi. Should have removed all of... Ugh. Okay. That's ugly. Well... This is not a tempo deck. Tempo decks are what I know how to play. So I don't feel particularly bad about getting my ass beat right now. That is not bad at all. Not going to use it right now, but it is not bad. Teferi grid off the top. Now that is interesting. It is correct for him to force this brainstorm. So we can Cunning Wish for Intuition, or actually we'll probably... Yeah, we'll Cunning Wish for Intuition, and off the Intuition, we definitely want probably Show and Tell. Ugh, the dream, Nate. The dream. I was a moron. I needed to decide out a Force of Will for surgical extraction so that we could Cunning Wish and stop it. It has been a hot minute since I was playing with like this style of deck. Wishes can occasionally be a headache. Yeah, that's why I sided out the Intuition, because I really want to be able to get an Intuition off of a Wish. Or they can just take us to time. They will burn through time, I guess. Just... I'm playing combo because I want to kill you quickly, not because I want to see nothing happen on Moto. Okay, well, I guess we're going to talk about some spicy cards. Alright. This is not Baleful Strix. But if you have ever played Bug and Nickfit, one of the Strix lists, most of the time, you want more. That list is on 7 basics, so I could see this could be play. Oh, well, congrats on getting a new very playable card in the form of Karn. We're gonna get another Tundra. Well, it doesn't actually matter what we get. So we will just get a Tundra. And we're gonna cast Cunning Wish off of 2 white and a blue. Yeah, it's... I also think Alurin. Actually, Alurin might be where... Oh. I'll take this. Yeah, that's cool. Well, right now we are... Okay, but this card, really cool. Ooh, okay. But why would you let us shuffle? That is... I don't know why he would want us to shuffle. The DRS ban was definitely the worst of it. It made the deck go from... fairly good to just stinky. Okay. Well, this may work. I know. It stinks. Show me the snap. Poo. Yep. Wait. Oh, duh. Well, it wouldn't have mattered even if... Ugh, that is brutal. Even if we had had the force, it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, it was a cute line. And it also discounted the possibility that I had Flusterstorm. Or, not Flusterstorm. No, that wouldn't have mattered. Okay, well. Come on, Teferi? Oof. Well, you know, deck feels pretty solid. Okay, back to cool things. Fists of Flame. Huh. Okay. Exclude is in the set? So we definitely aren't getting Counterspell. I don't think they would print Exclude and Counterspell in the same set. Fact is neat. Flusterstorm is great. This card I am so excited for. This is a reason to run Jeskai in Legacy for Miracles. Because it is every fetch you want, and you're already on basics. You side in your basic mountain most of the time. So Prismatic Vista is... Yeah, I likely... Who knows? We can hope. I'm greedy. The good news is, if we're playing against Storm, I feel really great about this. Yes, Prismatic Vista plus Wastes. Waste is probably the, best one of the cards you're gonna get. Hypnotrock? Am I just gonna play against Grixis Control all night? Nice. This is, got mistaken for Josh. I hope you're happy, Dad. Okay. So... Oh boy. We're gonna just play Teferi. I would much rather have you on board and force them to force this. Yep. Okay. There we go. Rip. I don't think he would take the intuition or the show, or the intuition of the Emrakul, but I'm all about it if he does. Drats. So this gives us intuition into show and tell. We'll see if we can get... Okay, hopefully we just get to Spell Pierce a Force of Will for a blowout. Yeah, So... Okay. Oh, well, that stinks. I didn't... Okay, so if we brainstormed an intuition, I wanted to be able... Actually, you're right. That was completely incorrect on my part. Okay. We want a Fluster, we want a Force, we want a Spell Pierce in board. For the most diverse suite of counterspells. We definitely... This boy was less than the best. Do we even want Mentor here? Like, is my real question. Because if we have Mentor... What are we cutting? Do we cut... I don't think we want to get rid of anything for Mentors. Like, Mentor is for... Oh. That seems better. Uncounterable things. I think we're gonna try it like this. No. Damn it. This hand is fine. Sure did, bud. Now, if he goes for the surgical off the ponders, that's gonna stink. So we can keep a Cunning Wish and an Omniscience, ponder away things. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was tempting. It's tempting not to shuffle that just because we have another ponder. But also... Oh, well... Use a Pyroblast. Oh. Yeah, that was a decent land to hit. Yeah, you got it, bud. You got it. End step, we intuition for Omniscience, and then we... Yeah. Tempting, but would be too greedy. 3 greedy, potentially. Omae wa mo shinderu. One Omniscience? 2 Omniscience? 3 Omniscience. Hmm? But why fetch, though? Yeah, this with Flusterstorm seems kind of nuts. Thank you, Nate, for helping me with this, because... Do I want to Flusterstorm this? No, because I can, you know, use other cards to deal with it after he grabs a Pyroblast. We don't have... Wait. So I can Cunning Wish, grab a Release the Ants, and then hopefully kill them? That's so much less fun. But you're right. Wait, no, we get Cunning Wish. What am I doing? We have Eladamri's. Duh. Okay, let's get that. Eladamri's Call. And then win? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Yes. I was wondering where it went. Okay. Yeah, I was like, huh. How do we... Oh, wait. We have a win con in our board. It's called Eladamri's Call, and you just win. I realized the Mentor is really good against Ensnaring Bridge decks, which I wish I had thought of sooner. Yes, I would like to play first. This is a really weird one. I don't think I want that. I want this. Don't think I want that. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Definitely don't want that Inquisition resolving. Because we win if we can just get this Show and Tell to resolve. Oh no. Don't look at it that way. It's fine. Babe, please. It's fine. Hold on, wait. Are we just playing against Grixis Control all night? Ah, Jesus Christ, I'm going to beat my face into my laptop. I mean, I help Richie with... God damn, we're good at this game. God damn, we are good at this game. Well. Yikes. Well, that was complete bullshit. I actually had to apologize to my opponent. Wait, where's crap? Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Intuition for a Mentor? Going second. Another Flusterstorm? Yeah, we'll go with a Flusterstorm. I want to be able to have that stupid Cunning Wish for Intuition plan. He told me, quote unquote, you shouldn't. I know MTG is also a variance game. Which, good for him. This feels like a keep. Because we have protection for things. They let us go first? What? I would much rather have this Flusterstorm up, because... What are you on? I know that technically the inclusion of Inquisition... So, it's important to note that the inclusion of Inquisition is relevant for a couple of reasons. I don't think they're on. Well, we didn't get enough information really to know what they're on. We might just get surgicaled off of Show and Tell and lose. Which would stink. Alternatively, he might just be like, shit, that's a Narset. And have to take the Narset if he has, like, an especially meh hand from what we saw the previous game. We lost a perfectly good opportunity to call this a Omni-Tell. And... Ah. Nice. Little bit later than... Yeah. Yeah, he's asking if Narset is good for this deck, and I've got to admit, I have not tried everything that I have tried Narset in has been yes. So one of my friends and I, when we built the deck, we did silly things. Huh. Well met. Okay. I was... I think release the answer is probably just unbeatable, but this version is really fun. Hold on, what do you mean? Oh. Huh. Huh. Wow. Do I cut some number of Emrakuls? Oh, wait. These seem much better now. Is Mentor better than Emrakul? Like, it almost seems like Mentor can just be better than Emrakul in this matchup. Like, whoever Emrakul's loses, isn't that... I'm about to cut Emrakul in Show and Tell. Huh. Right. Leave that in there. I'm gonna run it like that? Ugh. Ugh. Need lands too much. Well, fortunately. Do I fire off this brainstorm? This is where the deck gets much harder to play. Okay, so if I fire off the brainstorm, let's see. Yeah, I know I have to hit lands, and that's just sucks. Because here, if he has a force and he forces this brainstorm, we're in such deep shit. Okay, so we aren't quite brainstorm locked. we definitely needed to tuck the walker. Do we brainstorm here? Like... Yeah, I think we have to brainstorm here. Yep, we did. Because now he grabs... yeah. Was not expecting that matchup. Was literally last thing in the world I expected was to sit down, play blue-white, show Omni-Tell, and then play blue-black Omni-Tell. Alright. Back to... Yeah, it's demure. It's very odd, but okay. I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. It also means I get to run Diabolic Key to get out of the side, which I don't know if if it has actually been replaced by Liliana's Triumph in that list. But it's how they end up getting to play things. Flusterstorm for Modern. Nice. Okay. I'm going to get on my soapbox here. And this is where I expect everyone to tune out. Yeah, it was pretty awkward. Force of Negation. It's going to release in June, which leads to a Summer of Fun. Alright. Back to Legacy. I hope everyone... I hope we actually lose subscribe. I hope people who watch that clip later unsubscribe because of how bad that joke was. That was actually one of the worst jokes I've made in my lifetime. Okay, so Force of Negation, by the way, this deck is going to be running Force of Negation out of the board. Guaranteed. No questions. But, in terms of Modern, I think Force of Negation is going to see a lot of play, but will probably be best, not in Phoenix, not in any of those decks, it'll be best in Humans, or Spirits, one of the two. Because both have relatively high blue counts, and what are you hoping they clip into another video? Hold on, wait. Did someone take my Terramander Delver stream and clip it into another video? Really? They took something from me? Well, that's cool. Which pun was it? Was it... You know, I actually don't want to know. We can figure... Okay, you know what? Send it to me. Send it to me, and I will hurt inside. So, Force of Negation is going to see a lot of play, but in none of the decks you think it's going to. It's going to see play in Merfolk, it's going to see play in Humans, it's going to see play in Spirits. Out of Control, you just bring it in wherever you'd bring a Negate in out of your board. You can't main deck this card. There are too many decks that are based entirely on creatures in Modern. This isn't like Legacy where you see Eldrazi and you're just like, ugh. Yeah, they have a Cavern of Souls, time to get dicked. Alright, well. I think we can keep this, because this is a powerful hand. And it's got... The whole thing is the free casting. That's all you care about. Okay. So when it's relevant, like, I'm going to be running it. Because I need to be able to counter an expedition map on turn 1, out of board. But outside of that, I don't... I shouldn't have fetched. I should have played a basic island instead of one of those. You have to force this. My guy. Okay. There we go. Next turn we get to run out a Narset, though. And hopefully, since they appear to be on Miracles, I don't think it's a leap to assume that they're on Miracles. Or to hope that they're on Miracles. True name. Oh, okay. Nice. See? Bad play on my part. That's got... So next turn, we get a Narset out. Oh. Never mind, we're fine. It's not Miracles. I feel smug. Force me. Alright, let's find that. Huh. So... Man, not having the, not having that intuition out of the board is so annoying. I'd rather have the intuition than the fire mines, to be honest. That is the saddest ponder. I'm on blue-black fairies. I need Force of Negation. Like, need. Oops, hold on. Have to do this the old-fashioned way. So, what would have sucked is if they had just cast a Lavinia. Just, oh. That is true. I'm just grumpy. Okay. Technically, I probably should have cast the other. So we want Bosejus instead of Ancient Tombs. Still don't know if we want Mentor here. I think we only want Mentor in one matchup, and that's the Mirror. Fluster instead of... a Force? Or no, I'd rather have the Force than the Intuition, because the Intuition I can Cunning Wish for. I know. I know we need it. I just want another Intuition in the board. The deck would feel so much better if we had another Intuition. Is that not enough? Well, so going first, I would consider this hand laughable to keep. But going second, I think it's a mull. Yeah, it's a mull. I hate mulliganing without the London Mull. Okay, this hand is really good. Fine. I'm grumpy about this. So, in the Grixis matchup, there were points where where the Intuition would have let us restock. We can't cast the Fire Mines because we don't have a Volk in our deck. And I don't think we want to have a Volcanic Island. This Boseiju feels like a trap because it can't cast Teferi. And I think that is what is important, is being able to cast Teferi. Yeah. We'll take the Boseiju now. Oh no. I can't undo that. Nice. Well, no, I meant having the Omniscience, having the Intuition to cast when we were down on cards. Just cast it the old-fashioned way. That's when it would have been helpful. I'm just going to wait on this. I'm so glad we have that Disenchant and the Plowshares out of the board. Alright, nerd, counter my Brainstorm. boy. Sometimes the deck just carries you. Yeah, guys. I'm the Mom's Basement Games Legacy expert. I just top deck the nuts all the time. You know, like fair and balanced Magic does. Yeah, cool beans. I can't seem to muster the effort to care. We'll get a Tundra in case for some odd reason we have to... Okay. That was incorrect. I was supposed to play the Teferi. Well, not that it really matters. There we go. We'll get in a fight over this Teferi. I might be a psychopath. Am I that? I mean, I know I am. I want to cast this card. So badly now. Okay, that's pretty fun. I will give you that. That was a lot of fun. Like, that was a ridiculous amount of fun. Ugh. So this is what it feels like knowing that you're going to hell. Great. I can't wait to be there. I am so excited for Eternal Damnation, more so than I have in my entire life. Like, holy cow. The fastest of moles. Okay, never mind. I don't want to go down to fewer cards than 5. Oh boy. This is game 1. That was... Okay. So, Minor Miracle is all we need. Oh, okay. There we go. We scoop if they play a band card. Interesting. That would be a unique proposition that I am disinclined to agree with. Okay, that was a mistake, but other hand, that means I guarantee you they think we're on miracles now. We're also losing this matchup. Game 1, at least. Now, if we're really lucky, we just draw the Emrakul. Not that that would honestly solve all of our problems, because they can just bolt us to death. Let's see, if we had played that land, I don't think we'd be in too much better shape. A brainstorm would be... You know what? I will take a ponder. Okay, we might get there. It'll only require a relatively big miracle. That's really unfortunate. That was... that was not fun. Okay, well, we bring in plowshares. They're going to leave bolts in. What are our cuts? Probably 2 preordains. A force. Move a fluster for a spell pierce. Boseiju actually closes the game. So, if you're on blue-red, you're on 7 bolts already. To cut, you can't actually cut all of them. He's going to have to leave in like 4 bolts, regardless of what he does. And when I play blue-red, I like having just 4 bolts. And I don't... It might be better than having... I keep wishing for this card, and... Yeah, it's just nice. I miss it. So if we just go full mentor... We'll bring in 1 mentor. We'll just see how it goes. Can we... Why don't we have keepables? Like, I get that this hand is good to a degree, but also I feel like I'm gonna get pooped on by my own deck. Like, it's just gonna go, nah. Well, we can't get stifled at this moment. Okay. Better lucky than good. Thank you, Magic. So, if we get another land, we just run out the Narset because we want the Teferi to stick around. Okay, well, that stinks. Delver feels like a pretty bad matchup for this deck, just because if they counter your cantrips, you lose. So they have at least... They probably have 2? Okay, so... I'm not going to neg on that. No, the list does not play City. Which, admittedly, stinks. So, if we Cunning Wish for a force, and then have the ability to show? Yeah. We want Force of Will off for Cunning Wish, and that way we can show and tell, pitch to Teferi if we need to. Doesn't feel great. Is not glamorous. Holy cow, they are... You sure are flooding. Yeah, the lack of Lotus Petal has been much more noticeable than the lack of City. Retain priority. Alright, so we're going to cast Preordain here. during our end step. Not because we need to, but because we can. And we're also going to cast that. Not because we need to, but because we can. And we're going to beat their face in. Why wouldn't you pump the Terramander? I mean... Wait, can we target our own creatures? Oh my god, you're right. I'm a moron. Holy cow, that's much better than I thought it was. Which is saying a lot because I thought it was pretty good. Oh, you're right. There we go. Don't attack on the first one of the turns. Yep, this seems fine. Slow, yes, but fine. We have blue sources, we have... So before one asks why I didn't play a fetch land, I don't want to use the extra life on that. I really don't. I would like to use the extra life on anything but just fetching. I'm actually going to counter that. Because if he doesn't have another land... Alright. Stuck it to the man. Or just have a whole bunch of sort of do-nothings. Well, good news is, Teferi can bounce the bug. So they're definitely going to counter this Teferi. Because if they let it resolve, they have to bolt it at sorcery speed. Counter me. So, if we can bounce the... Insectile Aberration, we'll have a pretty good chunk of extra time. Should have left the plowshares on the board. Is that correct? Do I want to brainstorm here? I don't think I can afford to. So they may just bolt us to death, which would suck. Well, hopefully force off the brainstorm. We dead. We're gonna be dead. One turn away. Well, that was close. But that was a lot of fun. Blue-White Omnitell is kind of ridiculous. It's very silly. Strangely, outside of the first one, I don't think we could have really snagged any more of the wins. Like, for the first round, we might have been able to get there. The rest of them, I think we were pretty much... Our hands that sucked were just abysmal. Like, the ones that were good were really good. The ones that were bad were just unplayable. But the deck is really fun, and I'd imagine it's probably quite good if you have enough time to play with it and sort of get used to the intricacies of the deck. It is definitely cool. It is very, very cool. It is a ton of fun. It can't evidently beat blue-black Omni-Tell. Now, the reason for that is obvious. Discard beats Planeswalkers. But the misplay in the first match stunk. But the rest of it, ugh. If I'm going to change something, I'd cut a mentor for an intuition. Yeah, that would probably be enough. Yeah, Thoughtseize Hymn decks really stink to play against. Did someone say allied sword colors? Oh, okay. Oof. Tempting to do another league, but for right now, I'm going to head off. Remember, you can rewatch streams. You can find us on Twitter. I'm Almost Omniscient. We'll be doing Legacy for the rest of this week. And there is a very strong possibility I'll be chiming in for a lot of those games. I may Discord in, whatever. But everything for the rest of this week has for the Spark cards, which are fun, weird. A lot of them are just kind of impactful in the format. You can catch up on catch up with us on YouTube. Like this if you create Evertim. Subscribe. You can even donate. Remember, check us out for all your Magic playing needs. We've got you covered on your cardboard crack. With that, good night, everyone. For now.